part two to the whole craziness that was going on between me and Leo. I had to take a nap, y'all. I would have came on here earlier if I had to take a nap. Oh my goodness, I've been like playing that game for like 3 days straight. Among Us and like sleep. I was ignoring that. So I had to buckle down and take a nap. And I'm still tired, y'all, but I can talk a little bit more. So the smart thing that I should have did before I started this video was kind of go back to the other video and find out where I stopped off at. But of course I didn't do that, so give me a second to think about it. I think we was at the hotel part. I think I was talking about that, being at the hotel, ooping, the first time seeing each other after 10 years. Yeah, but that night also, I think like seeing him again and him seeing me and us whooping had a lot to do with him showing me that he's better now than what he was when he was 18 years old, or 17, I believe it was. Yeah, he was 17 at the time, the first time we slept with each other. So I think he was trying to show me that, you know, I'm better now, you know. He was fine when he was 17 years old. I don't think he wants me to tell that story now. So I'm not going to tell that story unless I ask him if I can tell that story. What happened the first time he had sex. But, yeah, like it was fine. I don't know. It was, I don't know. It was different because feelings was wrapped up in it. You know, I think, to be honest, like, I don't think neither one of us was trying to put too much feelings into that night. But I think it just happened that way. Like, old feelings came back and just remembering stuff, you know. The love always been there, but I just think it just made it stronger when we seen each other after 10 years. But like, okay, so we whoop whatever, and then afterwards we talked. He asked me about sign language and stuff, and I was showing him that, you know, the alphabet of sign language, and I thought he wasn't paying attention to me. He wasn't, because I had to call his name or something, because I don't know what he was paying attention to. But it wasn't me, so I think he was ignoring me for 1 second. I don't know what he was doing. We talked a little bit afterwards. I know he didn't want me to go. I felt that he didn't want me to leave. I felt that energy. That was kind of weird when I kind of knew that he didn't want me to leave that night. That he wanted me to stay longer. It kind of scared me that I felt that because I never felt nobody's energy or how they felt before. But when it comes down to him, I can just tell when he wants me to stay or when he wants me to leave. So I don't know, it kind of scared me a little bit to be able to feel that type of energy. But I left though. I had to, because the person that was picking me up, which was my son, his ass was falling the fuck asleep, and I was like, shit, if I stay like later, like, you know, it's gonna be a hassle getting him, you know, to come pick me up. I didn't want to leave. I wanted to spend the night with him, but I had to think about, you know, my ride getting back. And the reason why I wasn't driving, because my lazy ass let my license get expired, and I didn't even fucking get it redone. So my license was expired at the time, so I couldn't drive or anything like that. I could have broke the rule one time, but I don't know. I just did. So yeah. So I had to get back home. It kind of broke my heart that I had to leave, because I really did miss him. You know, I don't know. It's just it's different when it comes down to him. He's my heart, you know. And when I leave, I do miss him. So I don't know. I don't know if that's weird, confusing, but it puts me off balance sometimes, you know. Just kind of confuses me a little bit, the emotions do, because I have to try to understand them. And because he wears a mask so damn tight and hard, I get stubborn when he gets stubborn. So it's like I gotta put a mask on and be all stubborn and shit, and not fully admit how I feel, but just give certain hints, you know, like he does me. And it irks me because that's not me, you know, because I like to be honest and just be real. Because my motto is you only have one time to live, you know. It's either yes or no. Whatever it is, you know the truth, you know. So you're either going to flow with it or you're not, you know. That's how I am. But when it comes down to him, it's different. A lot of stuff get hidden because he gets stubborn and hides stuff, and I get stubborn and hide stuff. I don't think it's too much of being stubborn. I just think it's a lot of being scared, like protecting yourself and protecting your heart and stuff. And like I said in the last video, you know, me and him, when we argue, we say the most stupidest shit out of our fucking mouths that we really don't fully mean, and then we end up hurting each other. And, you know, I guess, like, both of us want to protect each other's hearts, so I get it. But you gotta understand, like, being away from each other, well, to me, that hurt. You know, being away from him for so long, that hurted. You know, like, it was never easy for me to walk away from him 10 years ago. It was never easy. It was very hard for me to walk away, to redirect myself. Very, very hard to do that. You know, because I fell in love with him. So, you know, when I realized that I had to, and he let me go, that hurted me a lot. You know, even though a month later me and Kenny got together, it still hurted me. You know, even being with my husband, it still hurted me. You know, and that's why I was still calling him when me and my husband was dating. I still called him and checked on him and told him that I loved him, and he knew that. I just think I don't think he believed it or wanted to believe it. I don't know. But he should have known it. You know, he should have known. He should have known that he was the number one. But I don't know. I don't know why he did it. But like I said, he sits in his mind a lot. You know, that's one thing he does. He sits in his mind. Like he says that I analyze everything. He analyzes shit too. Remember I told you, he's a person that's a mini me. We have so much in common that is fucking just weird as fuck. It's crazy as hell. We have so much in common. So much in common. And so he sits in his mind a lot. But the thing that's different between us is I'm more open, he's not, and the negative in his mind wins more than the good. So, you know, sometimes that goes on with him, and, you know, that irritates me a little bit, because he gets to assuming, and just stop assuming the worst about every damn fucking thing, you know? Everything's not bad, and if you claim to know me, you should know that nothing is bad when it comes down to me. I'm always have your back. Ain't nothing going to be fucked up, or you getting caught up in some bullshit. That will never happen. I wouldn't allow that to happen. But, yeah, because I care and love him too much to fuck whatever he has going on with himself up. You know, I never want to see him hurt. At one point, you know, when I was dating my husband before we became married, I thought like me, my love would be too much for him. Because I'm a Libra, I give too much love, you know. And I thought it would be too much, or I don't know, y'all. I don't know, but I know he would have, like, if I was with him back then, he would have been like so spoiled. He just, he just looks like the type of person that needs to be spoiled and just loved. You know, he just looks like the type of person that just needs that. You know, just to feel important. It's like something that he needs. You know, and like then, like I always said, if I dated him, me and him ever been together, I would make him feel that way every day and show him love every day because he just needs it. He deserves it. He's so sweet when he wanna be. When he not in his little stubborn, self-centered modes, being grumpy, you know, he's just adorable to me, you know. And back then I just wanted to just give him everything, give him the world. Because he was so adorable. He still is, you know. But I think 10 years ago, that's what made me just like love him even more. But we fucked up. I know I fucked up. I took a different turn because of my insecurities. I was very scared that if I gave him my heart, I always thought that he would hurt me. And then I didn't want him to later on down the line, like if we were together, I didn't want him to resent me from like taking him away from like just having that freedom, being young. So I didn't want to like lock him down, you know what I mean? Because everybody deserves to have fun, and I didn't want to stop that and then him like hate me. So I always figured, that's why it took me 10 years to marry my husband, because I always figured that once he got all that out of him, like running around with different females or doing whatever he was doing, that he would always come back to me, and then that we would be together. But because I didn't want to get married, I didn't want to marry my husband. I wanted to be with him. I just wanted him to, I was just waiting for him to get everything out of him. You know, all that fun time and stuff, partying and stuff. I wanted him to get it all out, and then he will always come back to me, you know, because he's my heart, and I'm his, you know. That's how I always looked at it. But when my husband proposed to me, and he said, well, congratulations, you know, where's my invitation? I figured that he didn't want me anymore, and that he moved on and found something better. So that hurt it. I was so hurt, miserable on my wedding day. I was like, this shit ain't right. Like, I don't believe that I'm supposed to marry, you know, my husband. And I felt that way the whole damn time, y'all. The whole time. I just felt like this shit ain't right. Like, you're not the person I'm supposed to marry. That's what was going through my head. You're not the person I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with. But everybody was just pushing it and pushing it. And then when he said what he said, I figured the person that I do love, he doesn't want me anymore. So if he doesn't want me anymore, then ain't nobody else out here for me. So I just pushed through it and I married him. Alright, so I'll come up with part 3 tomorrow. So yeah, this is more deeper than the story that I told y'all when I first started this channel. So this is a little more deeper, right? You're learning more now. You're understanding where I'm coming from. Now This part is deeper in my heart and soul, and it's telling more of the truth than what the other video was. The video was telling the truth, the other videos, but it wasn't going as deep as it's going now. I'm inviting y'all into my heart right now and in my soul about him. So I'm going to hit y'all up tomorrow with part 3, I believe this will be. And I love y'all so much. Y'all stay blessed. And thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you for coming along. Coming along Libra's journey of unbalanced, confusing love with Leo. We both appreciate all of y'all. Keep on subscribing. I love y'all so much. Y'all stay blessed. Bye.
And I still can't be